What's up, Raging Nation? How y'all doing? This is Alex. You watching the Raging Nation show, Transformers 4 Edition. This is just a web series where I talk about all the things that matter to me in the production of the 4th installment of the live-action Transformers film directed by Michael Bay. We got a little bit of stuff to talk about here. In a couple of weeks from now, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, they're going to start filming in Asia, specifically Hong Kong and China. I think that they're going to be spending just a little bit of time there, maybe like a week or a couple of days, I'm not sure, but I don't think that they're going to be spending as much time there as they are in Chicago and Detroit, because in around 4 or 5 weeks from now, they're going to also be filming in Detroit. So that's going to be really exciting for the people of Detroit, because they're going to see as much as the Chicago citizens saw during the production in 2010. So, and you know, Michael Bay put on a show for the people of Chicago. So the people of Detroit, they're gonna see that kind of thing as well. Hopefully they're gonna see a lot of action. So I'm really excited about that. Another thing that's really exciting is that GM is once again going to be lending Michael Bay their cars. And you know, this always happens whenever there's a Transformers film. All these big car companies always start sending all these cars to Michael Bay, and they always just trying to get him or entice him to put their car in his movie. Well, that's what GM Motors, General Motors, is doing with Michael Bay, because they're going to be sending him a lot of cars, and a lot of new cars. Because don't forget that Transformers 4 will feature a lot of new characters. In fact, probably the only old character coming back is, of course, Optimus Prime, because you can't have Transformers without Optimus Prime, right? So they're going to be having a whole bunch of new characters, a lot of new character designs, and of course a lot of new cars. This is going to be really exciting, and of course this is going to be a feature-length, 2-hour-long car commercial. Which brings me to talk about the running time. And now they've already confirmed the running time, which I think is kind of silly, because, well, they haven't even really started shooting the movie. So how did they really figure that out? I'm not, you know, I've never worked on a big production before, so I don't really know the process of how they can figure that out, but they have confirmed that the movie is going to be 2 hours and 9 minutes long. And when you really think about that, it seems kind of short, but it really isn't. I mean, let's really look at the nitty-gritty, okay? Revenge of the Fallen and Transformers Dark of the Moon, they were pretty long movies at, I think, 2 hours and 20 minutes and 2.5 hours. But I really personally believe that those movies could have been shortened down. Don't you think? They could have been shaved down by, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. So which brings us down to 2 hours and 10 minutes, which is pretty much the same as this 2 hour and 9 minute running time for Transformers 4. So, you know, there was a lot of clutter in especially in Revenge of the Fallen that could have been taken out. And I feel that, you know, if they can really just cut it down to the right amount of time, I think that's perfect. So I'm not disappointed about 2 hours and 9 minutes. You know, there's going to be 5 minutes of ending credits, so essentially it's 2 hours and 5 minutes. But, you know, this does not disappoint me one bit. Just because it's 2 hours and 9 minutes doesn't mean, you know, we're going to have less robot fighting action. You know Michael Bay, okay? You've seen all his movies. You know, he tries to outdo himself every single time. He's not going to make it less exciting than the last one. Trust me on this. So there's going to be a lot of action in it, you know, as always. But don't let this running time disappoint you, or this shorter running time disappoint you, because, you know, as I mentioned before, Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen could have been a little shorter. You know, some people came out of the theater thinking, wow, that was a pretty long movie. So I think they've got it down. I think they got the runtime down. What I'm trying to figure out is, how did they even figure that out? I mean, they haven't even started shooting the movie, and they haven't even started editing this movie down. So how did they figure it out? I don't know. I don't know the whole process, but all I know is that it's going to be 2 hours and 9 minutes. How do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, you know, since GM is sending Michael Bay all these new cars, which Autobots do you want to see in Transformers 4? Let me know in the comment section below. You know who I want to see? I want to see Hound and Prowl. Okay, if you had to ask me which 2 Autobots I want to see Hound and Prowl. These are not particularly like personal favorites of mine, but I just like the fact that Prowl is a police car and Hound is a Jeep. I want to see that. Whether it's going to happen, we don't know. It's all up to speculation, but that's the whole part of, you know, speculating. It's fun for us as Transformers fans. So that's all I got to say in this video. I know this is all very exciting news, but I want to know how you feel about it. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Raging Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @RagingNation. My name is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. boy. Wow. Check that out. Soundwave. This is a nice drawing of Soundwave. Soundwave with Laserbeak. That is